Hello, peace seekers. This is Saniqua White dropping in to give you a piece of my mind that will hopefully give you some peace of mind. Now, we've been talking about 13 reasons why your mind could be playing tricks on you, and we're counting down from 13. Today, we are on number 3. So, if you've missed 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Go back and catch those videos so you'll be caught up to where we are today at number 3. And the number 3 reason why your mind could be playing tricks on you is because your communication skills need work. Now, I know that we live in a societal and cultural communal time of text and Facebook and Instagram and every social media platform you can think of, DMing and emailing and whatever. It's almost as if we talk in every form but with our voices. We very seldom talk on the phone unless you're in a different generation. Of course, there is FaceTime, which is pretty cool. There are other ways we communicate through Zoom and everything, especially in the pandemic when everything got shut down. So we have had to do some certain things that have contributed to some amounts of success of verbal communication. But I think as a social world, we are not verbally communicating very well. And for some of you, that is why your mind is playing tricks on you, because you're not verbalizing what you need to verbalize. You are holding things in. You may try to send a text, but you know text doesn't always come through the way it's supposed to, if it comes through at all. You are doing things on social media that are causing more tension and friction than it is a resolve for anything that you have going on. So think about how to improve your verbal communication skills. And this is going to have to be intentional. This is going to have to be something you do on purpose, especially if you're a person who doesn't like to talk. The thing is, if your mind is playing tricks on you, it's probably because you have a lot of emotions and words stuffed down that you have not said. And sometimes if you write a 8-page letter, maybe you can get it out, but then you're thinking, who's going to actually read that? So your verbal communication skills have got to get better. And in another video, I'm likely going to come back and talk about some of this, especially when it comes to anger management and verbal skills. I have lots of people who, they can blow up. They can bring hellfire and brimstone down on you with their words in 2 seconds. But what does it get you? So even though you might be saying, I talk. I bring the pain when I talk, when I speak to people, they know. Well, do they really? I mean, yeah, they might know you're angry, but do they really know what you were really trying to say? Did you even get out what you were really trying to say? Do you know what you were trying to say? Or did all that come out was anger? Did all the person on the other end of that communication receive is anger? And typically, when you're coming across forceful or aggressive, the other person does not hear you because they're too busy either trying to get their words in edgewise, or they're trying to make sure nothing other than words is going to come from you. They're trying to make sure they're not about to get hit. So you're possibly causing another person's fight, flight, or freeze mechanism to engage with the way you verbally communicate. So one reason why your mind may be playing tricks on you is because you're not communicating well, and especially verbally. There's nothing that will ever take the place of verbal communication. Yes, you can text, you can Instagram, you can message, you can DM, you can email, you can do all of that. But that only goes so far. You really need to be able to send a message to someone verbally, have them receive it, process it, and be able to respond to you verbally where you can also receive it and process it. That way you can ask a question right there to figure out if you've received the right information. So a lot of our breakdowns mentally and emotionally, think about a child who is having a temper tantrum because they're trying to get you to understand something, or they're wanting something from you and you don't know what they're saying because they don't have coping skills. They have meltdowns, they have tantrums. Usually it's because you won't give them what they want. But think about that in terms of adults. Have you not seen an adult temper tantrum or an adult meltdown? Yes, it looks a lot more like an anger outburst, and that's typically what we would call it. But in actuality, what it is a meltdown and a temper tantrum because they're either not getting what they want or they cannot communicate to you properly what they're trying to get across to you, and you're not understanding what they're trying to say. So they shut down, meaning they stop talking, or they melt down and tantrum, meaning you see an anger outburst. So you are seeing people whose mind is playing tricks on them because their verbal communication skills are terrible. They're out of whack. And also on the receiving end, ma'am or sir, your listening skills are out of whack because you're not really listening for understanding. You're listening simply so you can respond. And so you're not helping the situation when there's a person who's having trouble communicating. So I'm going to come back for sure and talk a little bit more about how you can improve your communication skills verbally and your active listening skills as well. If you like this comment, remember to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, comment if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. Until then, be proactive about your mental health, be well, and God bless.